Hello, Dr. Go. So now I'm going to present about the ideation of my modular cutting board. The problem I'm planning to reduce here is the use of single plastic. Plastic waste is one of the biggest environmental issues in the world. The use of single plastic has contributed to 50% of all plastic waste. Low quality product can also be the reason why a lot amount of plastic is not used maximally, fulfilling their potential. The use of these plastics to create a new product will impact on reducing plastic waste. Connection to SDG. It is connected to number 9 and 12. So number 9, industry, innovation and infrastructure. The goal here is to innovate more to create a better result of product and services, and also encourage the industry to apply sustainable product in terms of production process or the functionality of the product. Responsible consumption and production. The goal is to do more and better with less on both consumer and producer. And also increase resource efficiency by promoting sustainable lifestyles. So here's my proposal of modular cutting board. This is the hand drawing, and the target market will be targeting on moms, chefs, and unmarried millennials. So there's plan and with 2 elevations and 1 perspective. So let me explain a bit here of the functionality. So imagine we have an onion over here. So what you want to do is, instead of cutting it with a knife, you can cut it using the wood chopper, and it will also separate the skin from the onion. And next step you want to do is, if you want to measure the weight of the onion, you can just slide it to the left to the food scale, and you will see the weight of your onion. And next thing you can do is, you can slide it to the left again to put it in the food storage, the container. Or what you can do is you put it on the smaller container over here and use this one as a storage, and you can use it as a trash bin. Moving on to the specification. So the product will consist of several modules that will be sold separately. The first one will be cutting board, and then there's also food chopper, knife storage, knife sharpener, food container, food scale, and UVC sterilizer. There are some competitor companies that also makes this modular cutting board. The first one is Clark's. It's a company named after the founder's name, and this company operated in USA and running in woodworking sector. So for the product, you can see the picture on the left. It's made out of wood, and it costs $115 for each board. And the other competitor is Frankfurter Bread. It is a company located in Germany, founded in 2015 with the idea of modular cutting board, which is also its only product. So this is more similar to my proposal, but their price is around 130 euros until 600 euros, which is expensive for just a cutting board. So for the experiment here, I use a bottle cap. This bottle cap is taken from restaurant, from their soy sauce bottle, and aluminum foil to cover the mold, and baking paper as the mat. The result, I did 4 attempts, and for the first one, I put the bottle cap on top of the baking paper and melted using a gas stove. I set the stove fire to 3 out of 4 and waited for 10 minutes. The result is failed due to too much heat, that it burns the baking paper and create a hole on it. On my second attempt, I used the same method as the first one and reduced the heat by half and waited for around 20 minutes. The result is pretty nice, but the model cannot be separated from the baking paper, which also considered as failed. For the attempt 3, I changed the mat to shape aluminum foil and waited for another 20 minutes. Now the result is nice and can be separated from the aluminum foil. Although it'll be hard and takes effort and time to separate the model and the aluminum foil, it is separatable. For the last attempt, I tried to stretch the aluminum foil so that the model will be easier to be separated. It went well and as expected. For the last experiment, I tried to stick two models to each other using the remaining molten plastic, and it turns out to hold pretty strong, even though it hasn't looked nice yet. So that's all for my presentation. Thank you.